All right, we're live. All right. I'll get pop culture my field, middle of the day. It's Sunday. People are out. People watch sports. Nobody's going to watch our show. Yeah. And with on this very dead Sunday is Vabent and just a normie scat. And my partner in crime, Keith.
Sup, everyone? How we doing today? I hope your midday is going well for you because we got a lot to discuss. So, are we gonna get mad at Warner Brothers and their treatment of DC today, or are we gonna save that for like Tuesday? Are we gonna? What? Are we gonna do that, or if we're not, then,
what are we doing in this? By the way,
I mean. You guys want to talk about the thing that I mentioned I was going to do a video on? I don't because I'm always up for talking about that. Basically, how now the the SJW cult is going after all the fans that are loving Zack Snyder, calling them terrorists.
Yeah. Does that have a link to like them going after Neurotic and all them too as well?
It's got to be some sort of correlation.
Yeah, there's got to be. And I'm like,
I mean, they live in a vacuum. So,
yeah. And Gary mentioned Friday that because they had Quarter Black on and stuff, and he said that they might talk to their half Asian attorney on Crowder to jump over to and help out them to go after them for defamation as a group.
Yeah, amen.
Which that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to fucking happen. These people are just.
Taken to court is the same thing as lifting a rock and showing where they're hiding.
Hell yeah,
I'm to shut these assholes down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's see. This was actually posted. Should you want here? I'm going to share the link of the article with you.
Yeah, I saw some of it. I was just like, you got to be fucking.
All right, let me open that up.
What the hell, dude? Where the hell do you live?
Who, me?
Where's all the sirens coming from, man?
I'm on the main road. That's the issue.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
And the sad thing is like with this, it's actual comic book artists, like people that work for DC, for Marvel, and
this has been the problem. I've talked to Keith about this ad nauseum, that the comic industry has been populated by a bunch of the biggest shitheels in the world that aren't true fans of comics, that they don't even love the work they do. That's why we've got such a substandard of writing and artists out there working.
This is about to be a problem that's going to grow a little smaller after the sale of DC Comics.
I think it is.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, it's a problem that may not be as big, but it'll become more concentrated once the sale goes through. Now, I'm hoping Robert Kirkman and his group end up becoming the ones that'll take over DC Comics.
Amen.
And we can get back to actually doing some stuff. And as I had postulated on another show, it would be kind of ironic if some of the people that were a part of this group were people like Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill.
Creating comics, because personal politics isn't the issue. It's social politics that's the issue.
Well,
and we need to get comics made and written and drawn for people who actually read them.
Yeah.
Do you think also too, because like I'm doing my series on Gotham and all the villains and stuff, and I've never really done an in-depth look at the villains and stuff like that. I've come to the conclusion that DC's got the best fucking villains ever. And stuff.
And many from Marvel will agree with you. So.
And I think that MCU is just horrible in their villains. But with that said, I think that, a lot of these these characters came out of a time of the 1930s, 1940s, and 1950s and 60s. What was going on in the U.S. or in the world at that time? And majority of these people that were artists and comic book creators and stuff like that just came out of freaking World War II and stuff. And it seems like these people that are writing today, they have no world experiences. Me, I am very well traveled. And so I have been to 52 nations. That because of the nature of work I used to do during the war and stuff like that. So, and then you look at Tolkien, you look at J.J. Martin and stuff like that too as well. You know what I'm saying? Or G.G. Lord of the Rings. Is that all their experiences and their writing styles are from a time and an era that affected them emotionally, mentally, and stuff. And now we're dealing with these people that are self-absorbed and think they're fucking entitled to shit when they're not.
Damn straight. Damn straight. You couldn't preach any more. You preach any better, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and look, I don't know a lot about comics and stuff like that. And I state that on my videos all the time and stuff like that. So when I'm giving my perspective, it is from a perspective that I have no context from that background and stuff like that. But I'm still giving a very good insight into things and stuff. And it just drives me up the freaking wall. And nobody addresses this. These people think it is so rough being them. They live in the fucking greatest country in the goddamn world. And they have opportunities to do anything they want. And they think, oh my God, my life is so rough. Give me a fucking break. You have no idea what it's like outside of this country.
Exactly.
And you're writing how bad it is, and SJWs and BLM and black this, Asian that, white shit here, Asian shit here. It's like nobody gives a fuck about that shit, but your little fucking ooh. Oh my God.
You know what this reminds me of? Remember Ghost in the Shell, the controversy behind Scarlett Johansson playing the main character.
Oh,
they're like, and they got their fucking panty. What's the character's name?
Major.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And they got their fucking panties in a bundle because what happened? Oh, she's not Asian. But when you go to fucking Japan, like the original like people that always read the fucking manga and shit like that, they didn't give two shits who it was. They're like, yeah, it's fucking good.
And then also too, somebody who was the lady who played Uhura in the new Star Trek? They said she was too
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, they said she was too light to play Nina Simone in a movie. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, you're not black enough. Is really what they're saying. It's stupid.
Yeah, give me a break, dude. She is a wonderful actress and stuff. And to portray Nina Simone, which is one of the greatest fucking artists. Music and stuff like that of the time and stuff. Even today, her music is still used today and stuff. It's just, oh my God, are you kidding me?
I know, it's ridiculous. Hey, we got a couple of people joining us. We got Jedi 6. What's up? And of course, oh wow, I don't know how to say that one. Fabioki? 100?
Yeah, I think you did pretty good there.
And that asshole Justin Normie's in the crowd too.
I know,
Fuck that guy. I just met him and he's such an ass. You know what I find fun is Yeti, because Yeti, he finally has figured out I'm always fucking with him. I said, I will never be serious with you when I tell you to shut the fuck up. I will never be serious. Because he's like, wait, are you serious? He sounds like a Muppet when he talks. You ever notice that? Do you guys know Yeti?
I've seen. I haven't seen any of his videos, but I've seen him on Twitter a few times.
Yeah. You got to listen. He's like, got that voice, and I like making fun of him by imitating him when he's talking. I'll talk over him. Oh, what are you saying, Yeti? So, we're talking about the state of comics right now. Yeah. This has been building for a long time, since the early 2000s. What happened was they started hiring woke people, and then some of the woke people ended up in management, because it's the inevitability of hiring woke people, and woke people wanted to hire more woke people. So comics, That's my wife miss saying my name. That's so sweet. Deanna, thank you. Hold on, let me put that up there. That's my wife. Hi, honey. Jerry, be nice to Yeti. Thank you, baby. She's right here. She's just sitting right there.
Yeti.
Let's see. Jedi 6 says, I love Yeti. Yep, I love Yeti too. He's my buddy. Fabioki says, you said it right. Hail everyone. Hail back to you, Explorer.
Hail.
Emma, wife, I love you. Then Justin already says something stupid like, welcome to the chat, everyone. We already said that.
Obviously.
I don't give a fuck.
Explore the multiverse, hail.
That guy's always freaking following me. He's totally stalking me.
There's some love in that stock.
All right. So everybody welcome. Invite your friends. We're going to be talking nerd stuff. It says it up there. Pop Culture Minefield is always talking nerd stuff. And Keith, lay on some knowledge about the state of comics, how we got here.
Well, I mean, as you alluded to before, it is this has really become a cause celeb for many of the people that have a certain type of political opinion and a political view. And over the last 5 to 7 years,
Sociopolitical.
many of these. Oh, sorry, socio.
I want to qualify because you're a liberal.
Yeah.
And you do not share that mindset.
It is.
How can you be a liberal and have that mindset and not have that mindset?
Because liberals, there are layers to liberals, just like there are layers to conservatives.
No, I know. I'm just giving him shit.
You know, I'm conservative, but I'm not a right-wing conservative,
Right.
religious right. I'm an atheist, and I believe in freedom of religion. Don't oppress anybody, but don't push your fucking beliefs on me. And whereas Keith is what's referred to old school blue dog Democrat.
Right. You mean
Hates
JFK?
Trump, but loves America.
Right. Yeah. I'm more a libertarian. I'm a Rand Paul kind of guy. So.
Yeah, I'm a constitutionalist.
That
Yeah,
That's really what I am.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't agree with
what are
the
you,
libertarians
monsieur?
or
What are
Paul.
you politically gay?
Right.
Go ahead, hang yourself in public.
There you go.
what we have had over the last few years is really an invasion of people that have decided that pop culture specifically needs to change, that it needs to become more of an influencer than just entertainment.
Right.
And it is something that has definitely affected not just DC Comics, but Marvel Comics, and is attempting to gain a foothold really in all comics. Has done a very good job of gaining a foothold within Hollywood and many organizations, Warner Brothers, Disney, specifically Lucasfilm.
I just don't understand it.
It is
Mindless.
trying to make the most change in the shortest amount of time, rather than trying the old aspect of actually creating something entertaining that gets across the message. They are wanting to affect a mass amount of change in a very short amount of time. And it is.
I'll talk to her later, okay?
It just comes across as being really, really clumsy, bad. Look, when you look at the toll that it has taken just within the comics industry as far as being able to tell stories,
Right.
and in the artwork, you have people now getting hired to make artwork in even Marvel books that wouldn't get hired making it in high school comic book 101. I mean, some of that stuff is substandard.
Some of the stuff that people are drawing, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind? Dude, come on.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff.
Like,
I've seen
what
it.
the fuck?
You can say it's awful.
Awful? That's not even, dude. That's putting him on.
It's worse than awful. Okay, so this is coming from somebody that didn't read that many comics. Like I seen it started happening back in, I want to say like 2011, maybe 2012, when I started picking up comics, and they kept like the first few issues of a run, they would have one particular artist, and the art would look great. But then when they get to the 4th, 5th, 6th comic, they start changing up the artist for every single comic. And then the art would just get worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
I don't buy comics and stuff like that. I have never read any of them and stuff like that. But even I know that this shit is crap. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what makes what's happening with DC Comics, its sale,
Right.
so important, because this is an opportunity for those that like how comics were 10 years ago or further back, to get back with the people that actually know what they're doing. And someone like a Robert Kirkman, who is going to be entertaining as fuck with what he produces.
Right.
We'll be able to get DC Comics as a whole back. And there's a lot.
Tickle Trunk. Sorry.
Yeah, it's our good friend,
Oh.
Mr. Tickle Trunk. And let's read what he says. The term influencer is so repugnant. No, they're people who create content and have conversations. 1, parents. 2, teachers. And 3, friends are influencers. That's true. Also, when you hear somebody call themselves an influencer, you may as well just refer to yourself as a fucking activist. And I despise activists.
I fucking hate it. That's where the anti-racism, anti-fascism, that's where it all comes from. It's like, they're like, because I got into an argument with somebody where they're saying, well, are you against fascism? I'm like, well, yeah, of course I'm against fascism. They're like,
don't
well,
even
no,
know what fascism is.
No, they don't.
They use it like it's tartar sauce.
Right.
Yeah, they're using fascistic.
My God.
They are. But let me get to the point though. So the whole thing is that then they would say, well, then you're anti-fascist. I'm like, no, I'm not, because I'm not an activist. I'm not going to go out there and fucking hunt for every single little thing that I would think would be fascism and start correcting them. No, I'm not all about that. You know, because
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I was laughing at what Mr.
Laughing at what
said.
Tickle Trunk is saying.
Goes back to lurking until I get triggered again.
Back for the Trigger Squad.
Your script, are you home? I'll send you an invite to join us.
Hey, when my wife gets here, I got to mute my mic because she's going to bring in groceries. Got to help.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she's going to beat the shit out of you.
She probably will. She's 6'1" and I'm 5'10", so she might.
Let's see, what's this one say? Openly disrespect to actual creators who earn their stripes before their. Yep. Amen.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to send you an invite, Doc.
Well, and the other thing that's happened over the years is that as we've gotten more and more into corporate entertainment, and as has happened, as you've seen with AT&T buying Warner Brothers, a lot of the decisions made with DC Comics were more financial than anything else. So a lot of the talent that went away was gotten rid of, not because somebody disapproved of somebody's position, politics, or how they did things. They literally went through and got rid of anyone who was making X amount of dollars more than what they thought was necessary. So in AT&T's case, they were idiots.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of a lot of talent that they didn't need to, and it completely changed everything. But at the same time, I mean, nobody really cares about publishing anymore. Publishing is dead for a lot of the people that are in control of current corporate entertainment.
And here's the thing: they found it, like AT&T and I believe Disney too will eventually do this. They found it easier to just sell it than to try to clean it up and fix it. It would be more cost effective just to sell the rights to the comics.
And that's exactly what to buy DC Comics, you are not buying the television rights or the film rights or you're not buying any of the rights outside of just comics.
Creating
period.
comics and selling them.
Yes. So that's it. But that to me is more than enough. Someone like a Robert Kirkman unleashed on DC Comics is going to make so many changes. And I think so many positive changes based on the type of work that he's done in the recent past. And when you think about all of the professionals who have lost their jobs in such a short amount of time, there's a lot of talent out there that can help turn DC around in a near record time. So if you are a Marvel fan and you still think that, you're still one of those people that likes to talk about, as if it's Marvel versus DC or blah, blah, any of that, you are about to get a lesson in quality if this happens, because you're going to see some stark differences if and when, DC comes back, hopefully under Robert Kirkman.
Now, Robert Kirkman, that's Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I accept that.
He's look up all of the stuff that he's done, even outside of The Walking Dead. He's got a current comic right now that is, oh man.
It's about to be a show on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
That comic ended already. The Invincible?
Oh, that's right. Welcome to the show.
I read every Invincible comic. It's a pretty solid story. It's only 144 issues. It's done.
Firepower is the one I was talking about.
Firepower is the newer one, yeah.
Yeah, Firepower is excellent. There's no way I could see it as a DC comic because Image already has it, unless he's allowed to take it with him if and when he's able to buy DC Comics. But that would be a welcome addition, really, to DC if he's able to make that happen.
Well, I mean, no one's really going to be buying DC Comics. What they're buying is a lease for DC Comics. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to print, publish, write stories for those characters, but they don't get to own any of the new characters they make. They don't get to own any of the new stories they publish. It's all going to be still under DC, Warner Brothers, and essentially AT&T. But it's basically just going to be some form of permanent lease until the comics become really, really successful, if that ever is the case, in which case the lease will be stopped and AT&T will take over.
Yeah, but again, that would be great to at least have some talented people. For me, personally,
absolutely.
I could actually see running DC Comics for a few years and being able to write that ship. And as far as new characters, I wouldn't have to create very many new characters because there are so many that aren't getting used that DC has created over the last 80 years. Just with the characters that they already have. If you were to do just minor tweaks to bring them into the 21st century, you would have a whole lot of new characters and a whole lot of new stories to go with it. You could make that stuff last for at least another 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
You don't even have to make it in the 21st century. Just create a DC timeline and make it a little bit ambiguous. Some things that are familiar, some things that are retro. Find a balance. Let it run. Heck, if Kirkman gets his hand on DC Comics and he lifts that stupid country restriction for writers to pitch, I've got like 12 titles I could pitch to him right now that would totally change the dynamic and actually give more enlightenment with some certain characters and why they're important within the brand. But like for now, like they're spiraling. It'd be great if Kirkland got in there. I'm not going to hold my breath on it, but it'd be nice and refreshing. That's for sure.
It would be. It would be a stark contrast, pretty much to Marvel, and it would show that, for one thing, you'd have a lot of talent, a lot of people that would still be interested in working on DC material. Some of that even former Marvel talent who would want to come back over, or in certain cases come over for the first time to be able to work on things like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, but also work on other, major things like Green Lantern or they would want to work on the Dark Stars, which is another half of cosmic DC that doesn't get talked about enough, or even
Martin, the Manhunters. Dan, give us some Manhunter stories.
Or even do just some new stuff with Martian Manhunter himself.
Yeah,
there's so much there that
I could create a DCU film universe starting with Wildcat.
Ooh, you see, I would do one.
Yeah,
based on a lot
you
of
just set Keith up by saying that.
I could do one based on their entire World War II set.
You can, yeah.
You know, you could do one based on all their futuristic characters, or all the space characters, or even westerns. DC covers so many different genres.
Yeah, their Jonah Hex thing I don't know what they were thinking with Jonah Hex.
Oh, see, yeah. So again, there's so many different ways to go, and if you are even in the least a comic book fan that's working in the industry that would want to do something kind of spectacular, going to work for DC, that would be a step up. It would be a major step up, and it would fulfill a lot of people's bucket list to be able to work with certain kinds of characters. Because you cannot tell me that there's not one person out there that wouldn't jump at the chance to write a Batman comic or a Superman comic.
I want to write a comic book
Justice League. See, there you go. All of that. It's going to be catnip to the industry once that happens. If it happens, that Robert Kirkman is the one that buys it.
Yeah, because we, like we said earlier before you got back on here, Script, was that, we've got the only way to weed them out, I think, is to sell. Because DC, Warner, they'll never do it. And Disney won't do it with Marvel. They're going to just lease it out and let somebody else clean house.
You've got another, I would say, 10 to 15 years before the people that currently are in power, especially at Warner Brothers, are aged out or retire. And the ones that are in the mid-range that are coming up, as long as they're not corrupted by their boss's influence, they probably do have a chance of righting the ship for the entire slate of characters that DC and Warner Brothers have. Because there's a lot of them that are in my age group. There's a lot in my age group that are really, they don't like, they haven't liked how how Warner Brothers has been handling their properties for the past 25 years. They don't even like, they admire Christopher Nolan, but they don't even like the Dark Knight trilogy because it's only a trilogy. They wanted it to be a franchise. And that was the one thing that kind of really hurt a lot. I mean, when Superman Returns was in production, the end goal was to link that to the Nolan Dark Knight series. That was the end goal, and it didn't happen. And then they tried to force it with Man of Steel, and again, that also didn't happen because Nolan says, "No, I'm done with the Dark Knight Rises." He didn't even want to do the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier before you got here, Script, there is a whole series of films and a whole lot of decisions long before Zack Snyder came on the scene that Warner Brothers has made with DC on film that just were not very well done, not very well thought out, and not very well executed.
Well, it's all fueled by desperation, man. That's it. They're like, Batman is the only thing that's made us money in the last 10 years. Everything has to be like Batman. That's the only guarantee we know will work.
Yep.
It's like, no, man, you got to lean into the fun of, like, DC is a lot more genres than dark. Like that's basically it. Like the Green Lantern series is not dark at all. It's actually it's a space adventure. It's Star Wars, man.
It's Star Wars with cops.
Yep.
And it can work out to be so much fun if you just, as you said, lean into it. Don't run away from it. Don't try to make it something that it's not. Just get with it. And had they have done that, there would have been no need to do all the stuff that they ended up doing with Zack Snyder. There would have been no need to rush. They just would have been, making a lot of money.
Yeah.
The illness would have been on, Kevin Feige to keep pace.
Well, not only that, don't forget the Siegel family always contests the rights to Superman every couple of years. So the one reason that Man of Steel came as quickly as it did is because the rights were under renegotiation again.
Yep.
And they had a time limit to hit. So not only did Zack Snyder not get a chance to actually take some time and work on what he wanted to do, even though I don't think it strays too much from what Man of Steel ended up becoming, but I'm pretty sure there would have been a bunch of differences that would have at least been a bit closer to what he wanted to pull off. But yeah, they rushed the heck out of that. I even remember them saying like as soon as they get the rights secured, they'll probably just dump production of Man of Steel and then start all over again, because they just did not care enough at that point. They just needed to lock in enough information, enough footage, and enough advertisement to maintain in the courts that they still own the rights to the character.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, it's this part of that whole journey of how everything got so twisted with Zack Snyder as far as his relationship with the powers that be at Warner Brothers. This is a messed up history. Mm-hmm. And while I am not here to say, well, none of it was Zack Snyder's fault, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it's jacked up. This is a guy that was not really given much to really be able to accomplish without somebody's coming in, making, a list of demands or changes or really bitching about things to the guy. So, of course, when his daughter died, that, when he gave that interview in Variety saying that he just didn't have it in him to fight anymore, you got to think about how long this dude was fighting with them.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the guys who are writing the checks. Like, you got to find a way to reconcile that, and it's hard. It's really hard. It is. I know it
takes a lot out of you.
Fly and shoot alternate takes and then send it to them guys and then just ignore them and do their own thing. And there's rumors that happened in the case of the first Iron Man a couple of times, where they alternates that the studio wanted, or at least that one of the money makers wanted, and they didn't end up using them.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. We lost Gary
doing that.
You lost Gary?
That's a temporary thing. He'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We've got some Hans Zimmer music just coming in there for a second.
Yeah. The thing about really how we got to this point with Warner Brothers is just a combination of people who had a view that was not rooted in wanting to be creative, or at least was very creative. Welcome back. You had a lot of politics. You had a lot of personalities. You had someone like Snyder that was pretty much in the grip and the thrall of a group of people who just didn't really care that much. They just wanted to get paid. They wanted to make money, and they had ideas, and that's it.
No, you're right. Well, Zack Snyder, let's see. He got really noticed with his Dawn of the Dead remake, and then I'm trying to think here. And then
Watchmen.
Okay, so yeah, no, I'm trying to remember because the years are kind of blurring here, but I remember it was Robert Rodriguez that kind of started the craze of the comic book direct adaptation, because he did it with Sin City. And then Zack Snyder hopped on board with the same thing, reaching out to Frank Miller to do 300. And then that's what got him Watchmen.
Yep.
But the thing is, Robert Rodriguez, I think, was also in contention to do Watchmen, or at least another comic book adaptation by Frank Miller. And I think Frank ended up jumping over to Snyder's side after the fact because he really liked the 300 take. Then Warner Brothers kind of shot him down, in which case Frank went back to Robert Rodriguez to do the Spirit. And that tanked because Frank Miller can't direct to save his life. And he's also nowhere near as cognitive enough to be the writer he once was. Poor guy. That's what exposing yourself to lots of thermite will do to your brain over the years. But like Robert Rodriguez is really the guy that Zack Snyder's been trying to be with the comic book adaptations, because Rodriguez did everything himself. He figured out how to do the tone and narrative a lot stronger, because Sin City is like the first one is a great adaptation, and if he got the financing, he would have done Sin City 2 within 2 years, but like he could not get money for that for the life of him. It took a long time, and as a result, he kind of lost the mojo there. But now Rodriguez is coming back because his Netflix stuff has been doing good. And there's talks that Disney's probably going to have him maybe one day get involved on some Marvel and Star Wars, more Star Wars stuff, and definitely a Marvel property coming up.
Which is great.
Rumor has it might be Moon Knight, but not 100% yet.
Yeah, I could see him doing Marvel. As far as Star Wars go, it's the way Star Wars is going. I can't see Disney giving Star Wars to anybody that we would prefer. Like, they are fucking over Star Wars big time.
Verbit also too is I don't think that he'll do anything like that either. They know what's going on behind the scenes. They know they're not going to jeopardize what career they do have, because I'll tell you what, I think anybody who touches Star Wars right now, it's a career ender.
Oh yeah. I mean, it career ending either by you destroying what you created, or career ending because Kathleen Kennedy is going to push you out.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, too, going into this direction, this situation really irritates the hell out of me. Because what is wrong with freaking Disney? Are they subsidizing the failures of what's going on with Star Wars? You know what I'm saying? They're losing money. We know they're losing money, yet they're pushing this shit out. But yet, with the Rona situation, Disney needs properties that they know will make money, and they're not. It kills me that I even have to say this, but what happened to good old greed?
Well, Disney doesn't have to make money through their products anymore. They own enough that they can leverage all their debt onto the smaller properties, and also they're going to get a bailout from Washington in sometime this year.
Yeah.
So they don't have. They can do whatever the heck they want. Right now, look at them as like an advertising company. They have a message, and all they're going to do is promote it ad nauseum, regardless if it makes money or not.
Right.
I'm sorry. At this point, I would take a Batman porn.
Dude, I'm telling you what.
Snyder, don't get me wrong. If Snyder
Ladies
had
and
picked a
gentlemen.
woman, he would totally have sex on the Batmobile scene.
You know what?
Yeah,
I don't
and
care.
this is just for Fat Steven Seagal.
That's
Made that
hilarious. You know what? It just makes no sense. You know, I'm just like, dude, come on. You've got one of the greatest Look, Star Trek and Star Wars are probably the biggest IPs franchise that have ever been. And so you absolutely destroyed it.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, even, you know what? Even though they pushed aside all the Legends material, all the EU and stuff, dude, you have the next 100, 150 years of content, dude, and stuff. And you blew that away as well.
Yeah,
Like,
it's sad.
what? Oh my God.
Remember
Blows my
when
mind.
Disney first bought Star Wars, and everybody thought they were going to Disneyfy it, like make fucking Jedi princesses and stuff like that.
Right, yeah,
and
yeah.
no, they went in a completely different direction. That was still
what
shit.
The hell? And that's the other thing too, is why isn't, you know, they've got all these Disney princesses. Why isn't there a freaking Leia princess at the park? You know, she's a princess.
Technically,
Because she's a
Yeah,
legacy
doesn't
character.
She's a legacy. Well, maybe they can make a trans freaking character, and then, you know, she'll be a princess. I don't know.
You're gonna have a rock, so you know. I think we've gone about as far as we can on that.
God, don't even get
man.
started on the Rock.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Okay, you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I've read the High Republic comics, and I'm in the middle of
Why would you do that to yourself?
Do you hate yourself that much? Do you hate yourself
I
that
have
much?
a character I created named Fika, who is a sentient Banthapoodoo.
Love it.
Did someone ask for a rock? I'm here. Now what?
Try to navigate us out of this shit.
I'm not
Just lean him on the
shit.
How did we get to that?
We can chisel down
I don't know.
the semantics, you know, and get right to the jackhammering of the situation.
But
We can lay the foundation of this conversation.
You know, the situation with Disney and Star Wars. That to me is definitely going to take a lot to get through that, but I don't even think it's going to be that easy to rescue Star Wars, because even if Kathleen Kennedy leaves, I think they've already got like 2 people that could be possible successors for her, and both of them come out of that same area of thought. So, Lucasfilm's going to be pretty much mired in a lot of this stuff for the foreseeable future. It is now with Star Trek. There could be something there, but it's going to take a while.
No,
there could be something.
They've totally, dude. Star Trek is my love, and
they
totally fucked it as well too. But I'm looking forward to Strange New Worlds because I love Anson Mount. I like number 1. I don't really care for the guy who's playing Spock, but I don't have any reference for him, stuff like that. But Rebecca Romaine Stamos as number 1. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll get something good out of it, but I don't know.
Goldsman.
I'm keeping my optimism open. So
Akiva is going to make sure. Yeah, it's.
Have any of you seen the series Titans? By any chance?
Yeah, I've watched
Akiva Goldsman wrote most of that.
Oh,
that's what you're going to get with Strange New Worlds.
And he
little
is the
kids
one
want
that's
to
showrunner.
show big boy pants by talking dirty.
You know what though? I've got to say, I only watched one episode of Discovery, and I lost an hour of my life. But I will say they did a really good job on the Enterprise.
Andrea,
the Enterprise.
You want to join us, Andrea?
Phenomenal, you guys. And stuff. The inside of it, I think it looks better than J.J. Abrams. The bridge, the ship looks freaking phenomenal, dude. And stuff.
I've actually seen better writing today on Twitter with K-pop stands trying to cancel Bill Burr than I have in Star Trek Discovery. It's hilarious right now what's going on. He's trending, and they're literally like, they don't realize, first of all, his wife is black, and they keep calling him racist and xenophobic, which is hilarious.
Yeah, right.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this fucking trending thing.
They're already blocking. So I'm like, you just threatened somebody.
What are they blocking?
He was a presenter for the Grammys or something, and he couldn't say the names correctly. A lot of people have up like, I Bill Burr is this. If you can't read your name, what are you doing?
Yeah, so he's trending. He's trending. Son of a bitch.
It's like, come on.
High pop culture minefield. First time caller. Last time going to be on here. Hello, script. It's like looking at a twin. And Justice Nighttime, I guess that's your name. Hi. And you're Zerbert. I mean, Zenbert, Venbert, Vebert. I can never remember the name.
Who? Me?
Yes.
Vebbit.
Who?
Vebbit.
There's a lot of reverb.
Oh, Vebbit.
Zebit?
You know what? We'll go with your original one. We'll go with
Okay, you can just type it in the private chat so I can read.
Interesting, Andrea.
You know, Andrea, you make up. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, that's a good thought experiment. What could replace it? You know what? If I were to just look at the way comics are right now, because I'm going to take this from the comic point of view, I'd say quite a few of the Image stuff, quite a few of the characters and stuff. I would love to see which one should I pick?
Totally having a brain fart, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, it happens. I would love to see Savage Dragon break out.
Anime. Anime will be the one. Yeah, I agree.
I think it's very interesting you bring that up, but we need to support as many independent creators and stuff like that because what's happening to all of our franchises are just absolutely getting destroyed and stuff. It's like I want to see them revive like Firefly, Babylon 5. I want them to move on with Stargate and stuff like that, but not in this environment. I don't want them touching shit.
But just a normie, I don't think. I think the guy who owns Babylon 5 still has all the rights to it, and that's why it hasn't been remade, right? Because he's protecting it, right?
Well, I don't want a remake. I want them to do what they did with Cobra Kai. Go on, move on. We don't need a reboot. Fuck this reboot shit. Just move on. And you know what I'm saying?
Sounds angry.
I am angry. Trigger! God damn it. Trigger!
I can't. Is he saying triggered or Tigger?
I'm gonna eat your
Andrea
ass.
can't join us because she's shopping at Target.
Oh.
Andrea,
Oh,
Yeah, only Rich
they
White
have
shop
that
there.
lime hint salsa. Can you pick some up for me?
the
I'm driving down from
Target.
Kansas City.
Is Target?
Also, do you have anything in a egg pastel white, preferably for a pair of Crocs size 14? I don't want any holes in the toes, though. So if you can get one that's been unpunched, I would be great. Thank you.
Andrea
Miss you,
is,
Andrea.
of course, a friend of ours, and she's part
She
of
was.
the team.
She was. Past tense.
She's still our friend. She's on our Thank God It's Friday show, and any other show I can get her on. She's a one sharp lady, man.
Oh, geez, she's sharp.
Look, I don't want to come off as a sexist, but most women bore me in conversation. But I'm
As?
lucky. The women in my life, including my friends, and Andrea's one of them. Laugh it up, fuzzball, she says.
Can you also get some of those Doritos, the popper Doritos, please? The ones that crunch in your mouth. I really love those
I
ones,
know,
like Cool Ranch.
They have,
Starbucks
if you're at
in
one
there.
of those larger Targets, they've got the frozen section. Get some of the jalapeno poppers too, because they're
Oh,
awesome.
I love poppers. Oh, also, can you go to the toy section and pick me up that He-Man and Skeletor?
the Target exclusive.
Target exclusive has a He-Man and Skeletor with Battle Cat and Panther.
Yes.
So, yes, and deliver to Canada, please. Just drive on up here. I'll be waiting
There you go.
at the border.
Well, they, to my knowledge, Mr. Tickletrunk, they are limited. I don't think they can continue it, but they can rebrand or repackage, not rebrand, but repackage and sell. That's all the rights they have with Babylon
I don't
5.
even. You know
Hi,
what?
Script.
The thing is, I'm glad that the gentleman who actually owns everything to it, he still does and stuff. But I think that this would be the right environment to not reboot it, but continue the story on.
Exactly. It's
And
not a
stuff like that.
reboot. I
Yeah,
agree
exactly.
100%,
Yeah.
and I know Keith does too.
And the universe is so large so
What's up,
that you
Socks?
don't need to. And it's just like people saying, "Well, we need to reboot Firefly." No, you don't.
We need to
Just
continue
jump
it.
30 years. Just continue it with a new crew, a new ship, and stuff like that. No, you don't. It's just
Hold on.
like stop reinventing shit that's already been fucking made. You fucking idiot.
Gary,
There you
we
go.
forgot it. We forgot an important Keith. We forgot an important thing for Andrea. We had to do it like this. Hi, Andrea. Can you go over there and pick up the tomatoes and tomatoes?
It's so delicious.
We also need some gazpacho. Can you get some of the vegan-free gazpacho? I need the meat lover gazpacho. Yes, yes. A little bit of garlic powder. We need some garlic powder.
Well, not the ones with the garland on them, but the plain.
I want one without red
And,
peppers, please. I don't like the color red.
And if you could pick some of the micro meatballs.
Yes, preferably the balls you can cut in your hand.
Chosen by a tibia butler, as far as her clit is.
Script is like, what the fuck is going on? Right?
She's like, sigh, I'll never live this down that I work for NPR.
Also, can you tell us the temperature of the ice cream before you pick it up so you're getting the perfectly frozen brick?
We prefer it closer to 15 degrees, not 25.
Yeah, can you make sure also it's literally 50% vanilla and 50% creamsicle? I want the orange to match the vanilla, please. I won't eat the vanilla. I just want to make sure there's enough orange for me to satisfy.
None of that frozen yogurt shit.
If I see sherbet on the box, I am sending it
Andrea?
back.
Shame on you for even mentioning it. You'll never live it down.
All right, where are we now? That's let's see, Mr.
Hi,
Tickletrunk.
guys.
We read that. Yeah, we read that one. As a Babylon 5 fan, I say leave it alone. I'd
Look at
hate
this
for
caliber.
someone to. Well, that's just it. Is Straczynski is very protective of the property.
That's good though.
Yeah, it is.
Good though. I love
And,
that. You know?
It's not like the Blade Runner partnership that held Blade Runner back over greed. Straczynski holds on to it because he's very protective of it, and I dig. where he's at. Nobody cares what Just a Normie has to say. Vegan sausage is blasphemy. And Just a Normie, more than half the original cast is dead. Yeah.
Matter of fact, the woman just recently died a few months ago.
You can do it with holograms, though.
But the thing is, you don't need
No,
it.
if you
don't need
continue
any of
it,
those
you
people.
just continue with the characters that are
just
still
continue.
alive and
Yeah.
new characters.
New characters. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a universe.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a living,
Exactly.
breathing thing.
Yeah, exactly. You don't
I know.
need to reinvent the goddamn wheel.
Wait, you can do that?
They don't.
Yeah, you
seem
can
to
reinvent the
understand
wheel.
that. Yeah,
The
you
Really?
question is why?
I don't know. I want an octagon on the bottom of
Sparkly
my car.
fucking spokes, man. Okay.
Hold on.
But
Wait,
it.
I think that was.
Hello, Andrea. How are you? Robot touches Babylon 5. It
You know
will
what?
be warned.
Fuck.
It's
that
not big enough
robot.
for JJ
Yeah.
to want to fuck with it.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly. Yeah. And that's the thing is I'm there's been talk over the years about Firefly too as well, but it's like Firefly, I don't know where those are sitting, but they could have a rich franchise with Firefly too. You don't need to you don't need to reboot that. You can just jump 30-40 years and just get beyond
And find somebody
all
that can actually fucking write, because the show was so not good to me.
I don't think we've invented
I
a
like the
time
movie.
machine, though, Gary.
I like the movie. I did not like
I
the
didn't
show.
like the movie. I liked the show.
And it's not just because Fox messed it over and showed each episode out of order. I've watched them in order, and I was like, it's a good idea, but Joss Whedon is a horrible writer.
It is a great concept.
Oh yeah.
It's just like you just need
no
good writers.
argument on that.
Oh my god, yeah. It's a very interesting concept. So yeah.
Hi, script.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm alright.
I love you.
Let's just be friends.
And for the gay part of the show,
I like how he turned on his camera when he said the gay part of the show. He's like, I gotta watch this in full
well, I was blowing my
HD.
nose. I didn't
And he's
know that.
eating a sausage too. It's even weirder.
Tissue.
Please tell me.
Not look at the guy beside you. He's not a tissue.
Please tell me that's
on.
licorice.
Let's get back to the chat here. Hold
It's
on.
a gummy
Are
wiener.
they going to reboot Buck Rogers? Actually, you have two competing productions.
Well,
And
really?
you don't have to reboot Buck Rogers. You can actually base it on the original material
The future.
because it would cost you less money
No
to
one
do it as a
will ever touch Back to the Future.
Oh,
Spielberg
And
alone
Zemeckis.
will be
Spielberg,
something like
Zemeckis,
that.
and Gale
Zemeckis,
are not letting
yeah.
anyone touch it.
Yeah.
It'll
That's
never
right.
I
happen.
think the last Back to the Future project was that Telltale style game they did that had like 3 episodes, and I think that was it.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, I missed
Yeah.
Andrea's comment. Oh, I loved Firefly. I think it's kind of a chick show, though. I will not argue with you on that, Andrea.
I can see that.
I could see it too. I think part of my problem was that some of the best parts of the show were so minute.
Yeah.
But it was
exactly.
better because they put so much of the good stuff into the movie.
But the world was very
All of it was
big.
good. All of it was good
The
except the
world was
writing.
huge. And so,
I love
like,
the characters.
Yeah, like what was it, the first or second episode or something like that with the Reavers showing up and stuff? I was like, what the hell are these Reavers and stuff, dude? And then in the movies they kind of showed this planet with all these Reavers there, and then this, and stuff. They just dropped the ball in a lot of areas, and they just didn't explore a lot of shit. So, and like you said, it was all over the place.
Yep. And
So I never seen Serenity or Firefly, but
What?
I never seen it. But if it's a chick show, I know not to watch it now.
No, it's pretty good. I mean, it's
I'm playing around.
yeah.
it's
It's
okay.
got a lot of good. It's got all the actors in it are pretty big actors today, and stuff. So,
Yeah, I believe it.
and all that, and it's pretty good. I think.
My advice is
Neither did I, Zach.
Check-
Neither did I.
Check
Zach,
out the
I'm
first two
going to
episodes.
create a list somehow so we can have everybody's contact whenever we go live, so we can send a blast out to everybody. That'll keep that shit from happening. Andrea, at Just Normie, well, maybe what I mean is that it's more about character and narrative. doesn't focus much on gadgetry and science.
Yeah,
Asperger's
exactly. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, there isn't. There's there's a practicality to it in a lot of ways. It's not.
I enjoyed the Western aspect of it.
Oh yeah, that's what I like too as well. Yep.
Okay,
What is that?
The Bill Burr stuff. I need to find a new universe.
It's hilarious.
What did he do wrong?
He didn't know.
He really.
He
just going after him. That's
he
it.
mispronounced some words, so probably Lucasfilms, this is an opinion, hired a whole bunch of K-pop stans because it was a perfect opportunity to let them armor themselves because that's what they do, and they're calling him xenophobic and racist, yelling
And
at
I
them to pronounce the
guarantee
names
you're
right.
right on that, Stephen. That it's the folks at Lucasfilm that's doing this.
Actually, I think they probably got it triggered, and that the K-pop stands just fall in line when it comes to BTS. Those guys
they
are
send a
crazy.
blast out to their little follower, and boom, baby.
Well, we all know
Look,
Pablo
baby.
Hidalgo dresses up like one of the BTS guys and redoes dance routines in his bathtub. We all know he does it.
Yeah, and also Quantum Leap is coming back from what I heard. It was greenlit to reboot the series or something, but apparently some of the cast is going to be there from the original series.
Well, Dean Scott
I
was
enjoyed
like in
that
his
show to
90s, and he made that show. Like, you can't have it without him.
Right.
I agree.
And let's see. Andrea says, "Oh, good idea because YouTube is so bad at notifications."
Did you
It
guys
really
hear
is.
Did you guys hear the Batwoman rumor though?
Oh, with Kate Kane returning?
The Kate Kane might want to come back.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to keep working at KFC.
No, KFC fired. No, KFC fired her. She's now working at Target. She's currently assisting Andrea
She's
finding
working
those
at Target.
gazpachos.
He's trying to help Andrea with her finding those meatballs with the barbecue sauce.
You know those little tiny meatballs? Sorry.
YouTube.
I think
needs to
ultimately-
stop fucking with shit.
I think ultimately what it comes down to is the ratings are so bad for Batwoman that they would be
400,000.
willing to bring back anyone that could be in the least helpful in getting at least certain people back, and bringing back Kate Kane might just do it.
I don't think they understand how terrible many people hate
Isn't
her as a
isn't Batwoman's viewership right now under 500K?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
That's
way
true.
down.
And how
by
is it
the way-
Atlantis got canceled? Sorry, how is it Universe by Stargate gets canceled?
Right?
Remember when Stargate Universe got canceled?
Oh,
But
yeah,
this
yeah.
is still going on.
Universe sucks.
Well, that was on Sci-Fi.
I'm going to ignore you because I liked Universe. It was a different
Universe
take.
was horrible.
Andrea, what that is, it's a reference to Eminem.
I triggered
And
him.
An Eminem song
He
called
created in the song called Stan. So Stan is an obsessive fan
Yeah.
or crazy fan.
Yeah.
Crazy on the terminology that if they were all Lorena Bobbitt's, everyone wouldn't have nuts if you offended what they love so
Yeah.
much.
That's so true, though.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
I mean, I fucking love Star Wars for one, but I'm not a stand for it. If it fucking crashes and burns, my life goes on.
oh, that's it. We're canceled. Andrea, just let us
Okay.
know.
Oh shit!
Well,
It's so bad.
but I'm not going to change my name to Stan. You know, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it.
Welcome to Pop Culture Minefield with Stan and Stan. We're so Stan for each other. We just can't stand it anymore.
Stalker fan. There we go. Stalker fan. Stan. That makes sense.
You know, that's actually wait. That's actually one thing that reminds me. You guys have never heard of the Stalker game franchise, right? Like the
Yeah.
Shadow of Chernobyl, like Roadside Picnic stuff. There
They
is
call
an
it, yeah.
untapped universe where they can literally do something if someone wanted to take that on. That world building within itself, because even just going through one of those rifts, you can end up in an alternate reality of Earth and have another storyline go on, and you can have multiple characters.
To be honest, I don't see it happening with all the crazy post-apocalyptic shows and movies and everything else that comes out. I can't really see it happening. But I mean, if it does, Stalker, right? Isn't that a post-apocalyptic kind of game?
Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, also known as Assault
Yeah.
on Pripyat, also based off the 1979 novel, loosely called A Roadside Picnic.
Yeah, because I have
And
those
not
games.
related to the Russian sci-fi film.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is who shared that with me. Okay,
I did.
So Blake says, I don't know what he said, but God, I love Bill Burr. And then here we go.
Oh, these people, man.
Did he get the one that wants to punch the guy in the face? That's my favorite right there. I actually recorded that one because a lot of them are deleting their tweets now when I point out that they're threatening someone online. So white men deserve to be kept in cages. I hope my cage has NPR access.
What he said was it.
Oh, yeah, this isn't racist at all. No.
No, they're proving their point. But look for the 7 beside their name. Look, this is how you can tell they're part of a cult.
What's the 7?
Look, you see what it says
What-
Aisha and it has that little 7 because it's supposed to be, I
What
think,
is it?
the 7 members for BTS. That's what I'm guessing.
What?
What?
These are BTS fans. Yeah,
What are BTS fans?
I don't know the K-pop band.
Who?
Oh.
BTS. So
Oh.
these are the kind of stands you're dealing with, and they're nuts. Oh, those are some nice notifications there. Your webpage is looking. Holy shit! What is
What
that?
was
God,
that?
what
Whose
the fuck,
was
dude?
that?
Did someone fart?
No, it sounded like a truck going by.
Oh, you know what? Let me close my window. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, what
He's
the
like
hell,
he's
man?
sitting in the room with the window open. He's like, "What was that? Wait a minute, that was my window." All right, hold on.
Like Idaho.
He got the noise canceller headphones. They must really work if he can't even hear what's going out of his window.
Yeah. Hey, I believe that I'm going to do a version of this video, redo the voice on it, that says SJWs instead of worms.
Whoa, sandworms. You hate them, right? I hate them myself.
You what you could do is just give the sandworms the blue Karen wig, and you'll be set.
Sandworms.
Those blue-haired sandworms.
SJW, blue-haired SJWs. You hate them. I hate them too.
Let's try Karen. Karen, banana. Oh, sorry.
Let's get back.
That would be awesome. You remember when they had like the Superboy Prime going through the comics, right? Destroying everything. Now imagine if you had a Karen Prime doing exactly the same thing.
Okay, here we go. Has anyone seen the new Superman and Lois? Nerderotic said it was good. So yeah, it is.
Yes.
Keith and I have
yes.
been
Oh,
watching
God,
it.
yes.
I've been
So
waiting
good.
because my wife has been so busy with work to see the new episode, but I'm assuming it's not great. It's good.
Yes.
Oh, those are fighting words, man.
No, they're not. Stop always provoking me.
Trigger.
It's just simply,
well,
it could
socks.
be so much better. But the fact is, it's solid. It's good. It's got a few
Yeah.
dumb things in here, like why, if they're already aware of the superpowers, are they firing real bullets at this guy in the armor? It's like, well, we find out who it is. I don't want to say who it is now because it
Yeah.
might be a spoiler. But
Spoiler.
the guy in the armor, they're shooting at him. It's like you're firing regular ammo, not super ammo, even though you're aware of the need for it. Okay, so, but there's
Socks.
lots of little
go
tiny
ahead.
dumb things. The teen drama gets a little every once in a while, and
Every once in a while, it's a freaking CW show. It's mandatory.
yeah, it's mandatory to
Yeah.
have it. It's like every episode, there's at least one freak out moment over something that Kal-El did. And then,
So
of course,
Superman is
the
like the
young
world's
boy,
worst dad, pretty much.
yeah, so you just, why do you, and then run away, flailing your arms
I
like
will say in this last
Goldberg's kid.
episode and stuff, at the beginning they were having this fight with the paint and stuff like that, and it kind of reminded me of my own family and stuff like that. When we have spaghetti night, we have noodle fights. So all that, but so,
Yeah, it would
yeah.
absolutely freak me out with my
Yeah.
OCD. It really would. It would just trigger the shit
the
out of me.
dogs love it, dude.
I bet.
You know, we
Dinner
had
for the
socks up there.
dogs.
Yeah.
We had Socks up there earlier, and I just wanted to tell Socks that go and get the Peacock app because the Deadly Class is on there for free now.
Wow, that's
So if you are a fan of Deadly Class, you can go ahead and watch the entire series for free on Peacock.
Yep. And if people weren't aware of this, you can actually watch a lot of the new shows a day to 2 days later on the CW app for free.
The app is free.
It's with commercials, but
Yeah.
it's free.
It's fine.
So Andrea says, so Stan equals that astronaut chick who wore diapers to drive from Texas to Florida to chase her ex's new girlfriend.
Oh,
Can you believe they made a movie about her? And I'm like,
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a
why
film,
would
God,
you
remember
do that?
Holy shit, dude!
I remember.
Wait,
that
I'm out of the
movie.
loop
That
on this
woman
one.
lost her
Yes,
shit.
It's what's her name that played Padme. I'm
Yeah,
like, what the fuck
Natalie
were you?
Portman.
Yeah, what the fuck are you thinking?
Lucy in the Sky.
You can't make her into a hero. She was a fucking nut job planning to kill somebody.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh no.
Don't they do psych exams on freaking astronauts, dude? How the hell did
They
she
all go
get
through
to
psych
the...
exams.
I
No,
know,
it's
but
bad.
how did she get through the damn astronaut corps if she freaking did this shit?
I don't
if she
know,
knew the
dude. That's a
answers,
good damn question.
Yeah.
No,
Right?
seriously. There are nurses and people in scientific communities that are completely mentally unstable, but they know exactly how to answer those questions to hide that fact.
It's
Yeah.
like psychopaths. They're hard to catch because they learn how to react to things. It's faking, but they do it really well. Some of them really do it well. Anyway, Andrea, okay, here's an obscure one. Anyone seen People of Earth? I love that show, and I was pissed it got canceled. That little alien dude is so fucking funny.
I'm gonna have to
the
watch
gray
that.
alien. It's a show about a bunch of people that are in a discussion group that have had close encounters,
What?
and
Wait, what?
come to find out, one of them, the entire group is being watched, but one of them is being monitored for a reason. He's the main character of the show, and then you get to meet these aliens that live on the ship, and they're different versions. There's the lizard people in the gray, and their job is to monitor the people in the group. It's just so fucking crazy. It was 2 seasons, and
It was a TBS show
Yep.
from Greg Daniels and Conan O'Brien.
it was
and,
fucking funny.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yes,
You know
what?
Andrea.
You notice shows like that, they mysteriously just,
Okay, no, it
Go
is
off
not
air.
great. It's good. Stop overselling, man. That's why you get people. You
It's
scare them
great.
off because they won't believe
it
you.
is great, the man in the middle. Don't listen to him.
Passable.
He
Don't
doesn't know what
listen
he's
to
talking
him.
about.
it is satisfactory. We are what 3 episodes in. It is
That's
Can you hold on? It's satisfactory. This is the same type of stuff that always happens, especially with the first seasons of shows. Look at Flash in general. For an Arrow, first 2-3 seasons were pretty good, and then it went a downward fall.
Well, here's
We still don't know how it's going to turn into him turning into the house husband, and she all of a sudden will get his superpowers. That might even happen. We don't know.
Or what about them
Yeah, 'cause
ripping off
Berlanti can
Halo
only-
Master Chief, dude? Too.
well,
with,
Berlanti can only hold back for so long.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, here's how I compare. Filet mignon is great. A hamburger from McDonald's, a good one, is good. And that is what Superman and Lois is. It is not filet mignon. It is a really good hamburger. So, Mr. Ticket Trunk says he can't hear it because his headphones are giant.
What?
he's got
He's
got
making fun of
Mickey
me.
ears.
It's
He's got
either me
Mickey
or you.
ears going on.
Yeah. He said something about
Amazing.
the feminists getting mad at him for presenting at the Grammys. Oh yeah, I bet that
Oh,
set
man.
some people off.
There's
Is
one
that what
post.
happened?
My favorite post so far is this one. Ban Bill Burr. Ban all white men. Actually, disgusting. I'm like, okay, what there?
Vivint lives next to a highway.
No, he lives down by the river.
Yeah, technically,
Van.
technically he's correct. Technically, but I live right off a main road that's on the way up to the mountains, and it being winter, people are checking out the snow right now. So it's like there's a lot of people going by.
What have they never seen snow or what?
What's the
It's
rent on a
fucking
trailer park?
California. Of course not.
I
But they haven't seen it, but it's fucking everywhere.
Right, I know.
Can all SHWs just get relocated into an? Yeah, I agree with this.
Nah, I don't think there's an island worth that.
Hey, there's no such
But I
thing as
might want
normal
to visit
people.
it. No, they can't go there.
No, because eventually this will be
It's
the.
normal.
The problem with that whole thing, though, is that everyone in the world will get that island writing letters back to us going, why? I'd rather have Alan Thicke.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to once again
think it's gone,
the
though.
Simpsons and Married with Children. If you look at the first seasons of The Simpsons, the first 3 seasons, and of course, Married with Children, you see a dad that's not a great dad, but the fact is he's a solid dad. I love that with Married with Children, that when shit went down, they came together as a group.
Yeah.
And with The Simpsons, Homer wasn't an idiot until the second showrunner took over, and they began writing the character as, quote, a dog if a dog could talk. And that was when we started seeing a dumb dad, because like in the first seasons, one of my favorite lines was on the Halloween special where Lard Boy comes to life and wants his giant donut. And Marge is like, just give him his donut back. And so Homer gives him the donut. And then Lard Boy destroys the neighborhood with the donut. And he looks at her and he says, you ever get tired of being wrong? And that was all the way up to the 3rd season. You had that Homer. And then after that, it was dumb Homer, bad dad. And so, yeah, we need less useless dads on TV, which is really what you're saying, because you're being sarcastic, and I get it.
You know that Hollywood and a liberal establishment want to destroy the family unit.
Yeah.
You know, so, and that's all part of it. So
we need more.
Oh yes, Mr. Tickle Trunk, you are so right, dude.
It has been great. I won't watch it because it's on Sci-Fi.
I watch
it. Cancel shit.
I don't have that. I don't have cable TV. I watch these things in a very underhanded way, and
same here.
Gotcha.
I love that fucking show. I have laughed out loud so many times.
They'll cancel it.
Of course they will.
What you should do is every fan of Resident Alien should just go ahead and start contacting Sci-Fi now and ask them to transfer it onto the Peacock streaming service.
There you go.
That's what you should be doing, because that will help keep the show on.
It is, Andrea.
So this show only has 1 season, and already they're planning on canceling it.
Which one?
I don't know.
Sci-Fi.
Resident Alien.
Are they ready?
Why? It's amazing.
What? Are you serious?
Wait. No, I thought that's what you guys were saying. Was
No.
Oh, no,
It's
no.
wait until they do.
No, the joke is, don't worry, Sci-Fi will cancel if it's good.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I mean, they cancel everything, dude. It's like dark matter.
But they usually
Dark Matter
wait
was
2 or
good.
3 seasons, and then right after they build a huge following, then they go,
Yeah.
oh, we're kind of tired of this show.
Yeah,
Like what they did
exactly.
to Eureka. Eureka was
Or
one of my
The
favorite
Expanse.
shows.
The Expanse is a very good example of that.
Yep.
The Expanse
They don't
is
know
a
what they
freaking
got.
awesome show.
Yes.
And they waited to finally cancel that before Amazon picked it up. So
Yeah, I don't believe that's actually humanly possible, Parrot Head.
Yeah, but now it's freaking dude. This last season was dog shit.
No, I'm talking to Parrot Head about what he's saying there. If you're on the
What?
screen. Someone once said
said-
SJWs have one good story in them, and I don't believe that. I don't think
That's-
it's
I don't think so.
No, that's true. That's true. They have one very good story. It's called The Story of Silence, is when they don't talk.
I'll go with that one.
Delirium did a
Andrea-
song. It was called The Sound of Silence.
I love that, Andrea.
Andrea, I don't
So
know how
true.
households function without dogs. Amen. What happens to all the Cheerios and Goldfish crackers? Amen. Do they just lie around the floor for
right.
days? If you have a cat, it does. And the
Yeah.
dishes, the doggage disposal is critical. Absolutely. Our dog she's not here with me right now, but I love that dog.
Am I allowed to be a toxic male for a while?
We're all
I
toxic.
am
males.
every single
All right,
day.
cool. There we go. I'll put my avatar back on.
I'm thinking about starting a watch party series for People of Earth. Hey, call me, Andrea. I am in with you on that one. I love that show.
I've
Hell
never
yeah.
seen it.
Absolutely
Yeah, me
interesting.
neither. I'm actually getting it. I'm getting it right now. So
Dude,
and I put in a call also for Uploaded. That's a really good show.
Uploaded was good. I love that one. The one
Yeah,
where he's
Uploaded.
consciousness.
Oh,
got,
that
yeah.
was
Yeah.
so good, dude. On Amazon, that was so
Yeah.
funny too.
We also have Invincible
Fabioki,
coming.
you have not seen enough. 2 episodes in, it's a little chuckly. It isn't until episode 3 where the insanity really starts to kick in, and his situation just keeps getting worse and worse because all he wants to do is find his damn ship, and he gets friendlier and friendly with these people that he plans to kill.
Because I like these people.
and he's starting to like them, and it's just
It's
And
hilarious.
his relationship with that kid has been one of my favorite fucking things on that show. And he tries to talk shit to the kid, and the kid talks better shit back to him. And he gets mad. Fucking brilliant. Eureka, man. I love that show, dude.
Look, he put a 7 in this thing there.
Here's a question for everyone. This is a choice thing. Which do you prefer? Okay. Do you prefer Community, or do you prefer the heavily sanctioned series about nerds who supposedly were loosely based on real people? And
The Big Bang Theory.
I hate that show so much.
I honestly,
that show is terrible.
I had one idea though. Like honestly, I want to hear what you guys think. I think if they gave the Star Trek license a chance to a good, let's say Bone, or some type of really good anime company or manga company that can do a great series and re-deliver us the animated series, I think they could do something with that. If they got out of the Kurtzman echo chamber and gave another studio from a different type of style of delivery, they could make something. I know they won't.
Give it to Shonen Jump. Give it to Shonen Jump.
Dude,
if that happened,
what? Go ahead.
If that happened, Sherry Redstone would be happy because she hates Kurtzman. She hates Kurtzman, but right now they got to deal with him.
I don't get it, dude. They got 50 plus years of content and they go backwards. You fucking idiots.
Because they're progressive, but in reverse. That's how they work, right?
God damn.
And that's the fault of Enterprise. That is something that because that show got made, and because of the underhanded way that they treated one of the best writers they ever had to get that show made, that's really the curse of Star Trek right now. So
who was it that had a script written and stuff where they went like probably about 40 to 60 years, maybe 100 years in the future and stuff like that, and the Federation is on the brink of collapsing, and they had to reinstitute the creation of a new Enterprise, and like a nephew of Kirk has to take over because some of the people in higher rank got killed or something like that. It's kind of like a premise like Voyager, but I can't remember what it is though.
It's a book?
No, this was a pitch series. It was I read some of it. It was pretty horrible. Like they had a crab-like alien ship for some reason. Yeah.
It's
that's not Star Trek. That's just like that's a totally different show. That's just like it doesn't have, if they actually went through with something like that, it wouldn't have that Star Trek feel. It would just be something totally different, similar to that Star Trek cartoon that they're trying to throw on Nickelodeon. That doesn't have that feel. That looks like fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah,
it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, it's what you need are just people that are first and foremost
fans,
people that have experience with science fiction, not with drama, with science fiction, and then hopefully, if you're lucky, you can get some Star Trek fans. But first, that would be the best thing to start out with. You're gonna completely fix Star Trek. You need to find some science fiction fans.
You know what I would really like to see too? Them, take not liberties with it, but I would actually like to see a Star Trek show from the perspective of the Klingons, or the
Michael Dorn pitched that,
or something like that, instead of the Federation for once, because that would be that's kind of like how I saw DS9 in a lot of ways. I didn't see it from the Federation perspective. We saw it from the Cardassian, Bajoran situation in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah.
But I would love to see a freaking Klingon show from their perspective of things. But no, that makes way too much fucking sense.
Yeah, they don't want that.
Yeah,
they don't want that. They're afraid of risk. That's the whole. That's another issue I think that's there, is that they're afraid of risk.
I just don't get it. But that's what Star Trek is, though. Everything from the past is risk. I mean, look at
Yeah.
Voyager, for Christ's sakes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
It was
yeah.
risk.
And that's what they need to continue doing. Like they need to fucking test waters with certain things. If
Yeah,
they,
exactly.
If they think,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
how this all works. Fucking
Yeah.
get a what do you call it? Like a test group or something. Like, hey, would
Yeah.
you like this type of show?
Yeah.
That's it.
You know what I
Well,
also
Ru-
wouldn't mind? You know what I wouldn't mind too as well? You know, what is it? American Horror Stories. You know how like every season has its own like set time period? I would
Hear
love
this,
to-
Gary? Hear this, Gary?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I'd love to
Yeah,
see,
keep
I'd
going.
love to see something with like a Twilight Zone type of format.
Right.
I suggested the same thing when we started the show.
Oh my god, dude.
I suggested
You live by a
the
highway,
same
man?
kind of.
Jeez. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I had suggested using American Horror Story as a template
Yeah.
for putting together a show that can help bring about new ideas and explore the rest of the Star Trek universe.
You could explore so many areas each
Each season
And-
be different than the
Yeah.
season previous,
Yeah.
and you could have all new characters and all new point of view.
Exactly, yeah.
It would be fantastic, but of
It
course,
would.
you know,
That's obscenely expensive, though,
Well,
because you have to rebuild. No, you have to rebuild sets
No.
for every new ship. You have to
True.
recast everybody.
True.
You have to
No, you
renegotiate
don't
new
have to-
contracts.
no,
The whole
I
idea
don't
for
think
Star
so.
Trek is you build one set and you amortize that over several seasons, so it pays for itself.
Mhm.
With
Yes,
auto
but-
episodes,
but
you
like-
don't do that with a anthology series of sci-fi.
But the thing is American Horror Story kept a lot of its same actors and actresses for each season. They just play different roles and stuff like that. Why couldn't you do the same thing here? You know, if the fan base knows what that is all about, they'll accept it. You know what I'm saying?
well, but I think what
But no, I understand what he's saying though.
yeah, the cost of it is
Yeah, the
really
cost of it,
cost prohibitive.
American
then-
Horror Story is also an expensive show for how little it tries to actually do. So
Right. But the thing is this is where we need to get back to our roots with regards to TV creating and stuff. They need to talk to people like Star Trek Continues, who have minimal freaking budgets and stuff, and we need to get back to actually creating and writing good content. People can overlook some of the graphics, some of the cheesiness and stuff like that. You know,
Right.
all I want is good Star Trek. That's all I care about.
Okay,
You know?
I have a question outside of the platform. Can I ask this?
No.
All right.
Go.
If I'm having sex with a black woman, does that not negate me from being racist?
No, you're still racist because you're
so
white.
racist, man, because you're dipping yourself in the forbidden fruit there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it didn't help Bill Burr.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where I was going with this, because it's like having sex with a black woman does not negate a
Or
man
Bill
from being
Maher.
racist. That doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
Bill Maher,
my
too.
God.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Is that the whole reason why?
Is that
Because he said
I didn't
he
even know
had
he
sex
was
with a black
married.
woman.
I didn't know he was married to a black woman until somebody
Bill Burr?
said something, or I saw it on
Yeah,
Twitter. So.
apparently, because that's their whole thing. Like I would tell them, like, you know, I literally work with black people and we talk shit about
No.
everything.
Oh, you gotta be
No,
racist then. You're
no,
racist.
but-
You gotta be a racist. You're racist. You work with
You're a
black
racist.
people. You're definitely a racist.
That's right.
That means all of
I
us here
work
on the
with-
panel talking with
Oh.
a black man is not making us all racist, right? That's how it falls
Hey,
under that
look, I
category.
got a
Yeah, but
token-
he's
I got
getting
a
real
token
quiet
podcast.
right now.
No,
So
Pete's black.
pipe up there, Keith.
Right.
I thought it was
Holy
a tan
shit.
line.
I'm laughing.
Wait, does that make him equally racist because he's working with a whole bunch of white people on a panel?
Hey, we've got our black token on the podcast here. Okay,
You're black?
We're good.
We're good. We got
I didn't
a
know
quota, man.
I didn't know Scott's black.
I'm not black. I am a white privilege. God damn it.
You are a white privilege. Which privilege are
I'm
you?
white privilege. Okay.
I'm a person of color, just not the color you're
That's right.
thinking.
Exactly. Yeah.
I am a
I,
person of shades of gray.
I'm a person of pale. That would probably be the most accurate.
That's Canadian. That's definitely Canadian right there. It's on our
Yeah.
genome.
Look, I may look white, but I identify as black, so I can't be racist.
You look pink. You look pink.
You're looking a little flushed.
Yeah. I think he has that window open for one reason. The vibrations do wonders.
I'm Irish by blood. I'm American by birth. So.
And racist by
I
association.
know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Irish as well. It's crazy.
Well,
Quick,
my
someone
mother
get
was
some
bo-
potatoes.
My mother was born.
Good.
My mother was born in Ireland.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
You're
Yeah.
legally allowed to own property
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But because
Oh,
I
you're
carry
lucky.
a security clearance, I can't because I can't have dual allegiance right now. So
Oh.
yeah,
So you're not only part of the Rebel Alliance, you're also a Bothan spy? How dare you?
that's right. God damn it! Don't forget.
Yeah, the reason I'm on this show right now, Jacob, is because we went to go for a long walk in the park and it began to pour. It started to sprinkle, and I was like, yeah, maybe it's not going to rain. And then it rained really, really, really
Huh?
hard.
How does that have
And
to do
so
with
ruined our walk. And so I came home and I ran into these guys up on
These
top
guys?
here with me.
Are you assuming us as something?
I'm assuming you. And
Okay.
over with Greg over on Fanzine. And then we decided to take and do another show and talk about the same shit we were already talking about.
Ta-da!
Right? Yeah.
So
That's how it happened. That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
I have not. Has anybody on the panel played Xenoblade or Xenoblade 2?
Yeah,
I'm playing that right now.
Xeno,
That's the
Sega.
game I'm playing through right now. Right now. Fucking amazing. I love those games.
Are you appropriating?
Oh, here's some statement about our colorful discussion. There we go. Andrea says this is the minefield part of the show.
Oh, I just step on all the mines. Fuck it.
If you're going,
Farm 'em.
Andrea, I have a favor. If you're going by any army surplus, can you find some of those mines for the field, please, by chance, preferably in a small pocket size?
Yeah, this is some people's way of going through a minefield is to take off running and just cover their ears.
Drop the pin, throw the grenade. Drops the grenade, throws the pin.
And Zach says you want to get out there or get out of here and get marginalized. New pickup line.
That's a good one.
I get it. Yeah.
Do you want? Hey, baby, do you want to let my penis appropriate your vagina? You know, let's go.
I'm gonna use
Jacob
that
says
on my
hello to
list for
everybody on the panel.
Hello,
Hey,
Jacob.
Hi, Jacob.
Jacob is a friend of ours.
Hey,
Jacob.
Jacob is a friend of Keith and mine from VisionCon,
Oh, cool.
and we know him personally. I bought a dresser from you, didn't I, Jacob?
I loved you with that
What was
movie
in
with
it?
the giant peach.
What was in it? Your lingerie?
No, just drawers. They were my drawers. I don't know how they got in there. Andrea, sure thing, no problem. I'm keeping the pins though. There you go.
Andrea's awesome. She is awesome.
Hey, so we were
Don't
talking
tell.
about comic book art, and I meant to bring this up during that point.
Uh-oh.
But the one company that is doing it real well, if you guys never heard of them, is Fantasy Flight Games, and look at that Scarlet
Hold
Witch.
on, let me let's put you up. Bam.
Ooh, yeah. Look at
Yeah,
the
look
boobies.
at
Oh.
that.
Look at the boobies.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Nice.
talking about.
Yeah.
Scarlet
I'm a
Witch,
I'm a huge booby fan.
and that's Wanda Maximoff.
Right?
They actually do it pretty good. It's like the old style comics, right?
That is pretty cool.
Everybody,
No, Jacob, when I moved, I ended up giving it away because it was a quick move when I moved from Springfield to Joplin. And so I got rid of a lot of stuff in one weekend. And that was one of them, along with my chest of drawers, too. So, because I moved in with a woman who had all of her own furniture, because women, they don't want your furniture when you're a man.
Right.
That's
Ain't
true.
that the truth?
That's racist. That sounds racist, by the way.
My wife hated my
Primarily,
couch.
it's sexist.
That's by Jacob a Mike.
I have to say that's the one thing that as a man you really have to deal with is that a lot of your artistic sensibilities don't mean much when it comes to decorating the house.
No,
Yeah.
I have a
You-
corner. This is my corner right
You got
here.
a corner? You
I
got
have
a corner?
with my stuff on
I
the
got a
wall.
corner
You got a
too,
corner. Dude,
That's it. That's it.
you are a hero. You got a corner.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a corner too, so don't feel bad.
That's my corner.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, this one's my
That's horrible.
favorite.
That is
Oh.
horrible.
guys, hold on. I got to read this. This guy put a tweet to tag Bill Burr, right? But he used all capitals. This is my favorite. This is all in capitals, mine. Bill Burr is a cis white privileged male who is xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, blackphobic, and anti-intellectual phobic, retardophobic, and misogynistic. Some of those words aren't real, right?
They can't be. They can't be. They use retardophobic. Is that allowed?
What, he's afraid of retards?
No, a lot of people are. Have you seen Disney?
Ooh.
Here, I even put here. Oh, it doesn't exist. Oh, I'm gonna have to screenshot because he deleted it. I don't know if you can see that.
Hold on. There it is.
I'll even blow it up. Hold on, I'm gonna shut that down.
I realize
The winner of the day.
Wow. Anti-intellectual phobic.
So wait. So he's against stupid people?
What the hell?
He's against people that don't like intellectuals.
It's intellectual phobic means people who are afraid of intelligence.
Does this
Yeah.
mean he's afraid of the color black, or he just doesn't like crayons? Well, I don't get this.
This has to be a sarcastic.
It's got to be.
This has to
He
be
just
sarcastic.
no. The tweet was actually deleted, so that's why I wanted to. I'm sorry. I've been reading this nonstop, and it's just funny.
I like this stuff because it lets me know who I can block in advance, so I never have to interact with them.
Right.
I like this. YTS defending YouTubers defending him, saying he's got a black wife, as if that permits him to be. His wife would kick his ass. I think.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, without a
Like,
doubt.
like the fact that she's wearing a clown wig pretty much proves her whole point makes no sense.
Enter the gladiators, huh?
You know why? Because he's not allowed to marry a black woman because he's white. That's
This is why
privilege,
this is
right?
why they're offended,
So,
though.
dude, yeah.
This is why they're offended. Most are being
Yeah.
pushed to the side ceremony. A S asterisk joke, whatever that means. A
suicide
joke.
joke.
I know what it means, and
you sure?
I just didn't want to say the. Okay. There we go.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you didn't know what that what the word was. My
Yeah, I'm very
Sorry,
illiterate. I'm not upset.
okay.
Are you assuming his education?
A bit. I think I'm allowed to do that.
But is that true? Does that mean when you get married, they want you to shit outside on the porch? They don't want any of
Yes.
your shit in the house?
Yeah, and Andrea's response to our comment about men and furniture. There you go.
Yeah, she's right.
In your house, excuse me.
Whose name's on the mortgage?
And here, Zaz says that they think Script got canceled.
What?
What? Script
I
doesn't
got
get canceled?
now. What did I do
You
now?
got canceled, Script? How's
Really?
that? From what?
Doing all right, I guess.
It's got to be that.
Congratulations on getting canceled, Script. Can you teach me how you did it without even having one person on Twitter mention it?
Zaz, could you do a
Yeah, I
reference
know,
as
right?
to what this was about? And then how do you call someone you
I
have
don't think
not
I understand that.
played Xenoblade ever?
Hmm.
Fabioki, do you grammar?
Fabioco.
Are you grammar phobic?
I mean, I fucking love.
How do you
Xenoblade.
call
I love
someone-
Xenogears.
Who has not played Xenoblade ever?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
You
No,
mean,
what-
what do you call someone who is not?
maybe that's it. What do you call someone who has not played Xenoblade?
His
ever?
translation to English could be a little off. Maybe it's that.
Is Fabioki Japanese?
I don't know. I'm not his keeper.
I'm assuming they're Japanese.
Is he,
You're hoping so you can sing that song.
And,
here,
Well, it was Agatha all along. We all-
Xenophobe.
I hate that. I hated that song, Keith. I hate that. It was Agatha all along song. It was like the most pretentious scapegoat to take away a build-up I've ever seen. It was bad. I WandaVision. Oh, delivery was great, and then it went full Kurtzman.
I could
Okay,
not.
so
handle the
Bioki is Dutch.
That's no.
And you don't have
Ever
to apologize.
No, we
ever
was-
no, it's okay.
fucking apologize.
Don't. Yeah, it's
no,
cool.
we weren't attacking you. I just figured because your name is something I'm not used to seeing, so I'm guessing you weren't English wasn't your first language, and maybe the translation got lost. It wasn't. I wasn't trying to.
Although I
insult
got to tell you, the Dutch are
Or a woman.
impressive with their multilingual abilities. They are. Most of them learn English in school, and I've never gone to a country where more people spoke to me in English.
Yeah.
Just
I've
never.
been to a lot of countries outside of the U.S., and there are a lot of people that speak English. So,
Okay, Andrea, love having you around. We'll talk to you later. I'll definitely
Later,
be talking to
hater.
you about doing the trying to see if we can do a dual live stream.
I hope Tarjay treated you well.
Yeah. It was about. I think the reason why he's bringing up Xenoblade is I posted up in the private chat the link. That particular character, they are a lot of the, because if you guys don't know, social justice completely took over gaming, and then it went after comics and stuff like that. But now they're trying to cancel. They're trying to cancel this particular character because she has big tits.
Nice. Hey,
That's
you know
it,
what?
yeah.
Elizabeth Olsen doesn't have too bad of a body, so.
No, she doesn't.
No, you see a lot of it during the Old Boy remake.
Here we go. Share. Hold on a second. Share screen with audio. Here we go. This is what Andrea's talking about right here. This is the original video.
Okay. What the hell is that?
Go get me some coffee. Call it a day, man. Trapaholics mixtape. Dang, son, why'd you make this?
I like it. I like it.
Oh God, get it off! Put me in the back till it's over, please. Please.
That is the one she's
Please.
talking about. It's not about one person. It's about the group.
I hate that song. Oh my God, I hate that song.
And
So good.
that's the one that Andrea was talking about. And hold on a second. Andrea says, "Wahaha, bye guys." And let's see. Zaz says, "Sorry, bad joke script. It was a good conversation, so I figured somebody had to get canceled." And it's you
okay.
because you're Canadian.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Wow.
Fine.
man.
Come to America. You know,
It was Andrea
no.
all along.
just don't give us your culture. That's it.
I saw Ryan the Last Dragon and thought it was okay. I feel the same way. It was okay. It wasn't great, but it was a good film. It was solid.
Was it
from
worth
beginning
the
to end.
30?
It was
Wait, what'd
free.
you say?
I watched it for free.
Yeah,
Oh.
same here.
Raya and the Last Dragon.
I so when it comes to Disney
It was not
movies,
Disney. It didn't feel like Disney. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. The way I rate them is if my daughter liked it, and my daughter wasn't too into this one, so it's like
That's
okay.
not a kid movie. That's why.
My
It's
kids
not
are
a kid
too old
movie.
right now. My kids are too old, so I got 22 and 6-year-old.
Bye for reals, Andrea.
So,
P.S. The moi was a kiss, not a. Oh, mwah, gotcha.
Kisses back to you, Andrea. It
Um,
was Andrea all along.
unlike Fat Steven, I got a kick out of that song because it's a take on the Munsters theme.
I know. I
That's
know.
what I about
And
It's just.
I love any good callback, and it's meta. The whole thing's meta. I like
that-
meta humor.
Gary, that's it. I like it for those reasons too, but I don't like it is where they placed it and how they delivered Agatha with that song. It felt very out of
Oh,
place and
that. I
not.
couldn't stand the actress. The actress
The actress
annoying
was
as
fine.
hell.
It
Oh,
was.
God.
Yeah, and I have the opposite feeling about Catherine Hahn because I've had a thing for her for years. When I saw her peeing standing up in Step Brothers, I felt madly in love with her. I'm
Yes.
like, who is this
Oh,
woman?
no.
That
I'm gonna
is
have
a
to rewatch that.
ballsy chick for humor. She just fucking puts it
Yeah,
all
she
out
goes
there.
for it. She goes for it every single time.
Yeah, she doesn't hold anything back. She's not afraid of looking stupid. I love that in a comedian or a
Like
comedic
Moms.
actor. Yeah.
The Moms movies.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
jeez. Whew.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think I.
Keith wrote it was Andrea all along. Yeah. Yeah. I got a private message from Keith.
Zack Snyder is trending. Hey, you're mentioning the Munsters. There's
Yes.
talk of Rob Zombie making a new movie based on the Munsters.
I
Another
hope
thing for
so.
him not to
Yeah,
understand.
that'd
Okay.
be cool.
I have a lot of respect for Rob Zombie.
Oh
I have a lot
God,
of
yes,
respect
dude.
for
That
him.
guy is
That
unique.
guy,
He's a
I
lot
like his
Tarantino.
music. I hate his
Yeah.
movies.
I don't really care for horror, but
He lives
his stuff's pretty good.
part of the year in Springfield. Well, right outside of Springfield,
Oh, it's
where
pretty
Keith and
good,
I are
man.
at.
Yeah, he just released a new album too.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he just
wow.
did. Yeah, it's I mean, I haven't been too into his music lately, but
Mhm.
there's certain songs that
Yeah.
are fucking catchy.
Dude, he's so down to earth, man. I think
He is.
he's got to be.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and the lead singer of All That Remains. I fucking forgot his name, but they were on. So lead singer of All That Remains was on Tim Pool, and then Rob Zombie was on Joe Rogan, and
Oh
like.
wow.
Yeah, you hear all the how the kind of stuff they're into, and they try to stay out of politics, but
Yeah.
they are pretty down to earth. I fucking love it.
That's cool though.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to see fucking I never Catherine Hahn. I never really seen any of her shit, so I'm trying to see if
The movie Step Brothers. If you've
Step
seen
Brothers,
it, you've seen
just-
her.
Yeah.
I've seen it once.
She's
a
married.
year after it came out.
She's married to Will Ferrell's brother in the movie, and when she sees what's his name that plays the
John C.
stepbrother,
Riley. Yeah.
he does something that disses the brother, and all of a sudden she
Gets
just
her all
wants to
hot and
fuck him.
bothered.
She just wants to fuck him so bad, and like the scene is practically a rape in the bathroom at the restaurant, and she corners him in that bathroom. Then is like, oh my god, I'm inside you, and he's like
Freaking out.
just
Yeah.
freaking out. And then afterwards, she turns around and walks over to the fucking urinal and steps one leg up and starts pissing into the urinal. I was fucking losing my mind watching that scene.
Oh my
And it's what she says when she leaves. She goes, "Stay golden, Pony Boy," and leaves.
That scene is right up there with the scene from Me, Myself, and Irene when he goes to the bathroom and piss starts shooting everywhere. And he goes, "Why am I peeing like I had sex?" Because that's a joke that's just never been done before. And
now
it's something-
that movie's a national treasure. Okay.
Yeah, it is. When my kid was, because I mentioned to you earlier, my kid was kidnapped, and during that period of time was very dark. It was a dark time for the rebellion, and the only thing that got me through every single day was watching that fucking movie, Me, Myself, and Irene, every day. 'Cause
Price
it was
check
the only
on
thing that could get me to
Vagisil.
lighten up. Yeah, price check on Vagisil.
Price check on Vagisil, extra strength, aisle 4.
You got to sniff
Someone has a
the
little
air.
extra cheese in the taco.
Yeah, when he sniffs
Sorry.
that's a great
Wait.
fucking movie.
She can't be two Marvel characters at once. She did the voice of Doc Ock in Into the Spider-Verse.
Well, other
Yeah, she
people
can
do
do
it.
that.
Yeah, a lot of them do that.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh. I thought I was always
What's up, Martin?
Hey,
Hey, Tom,
What's
mi
up, Martin?
amigo.
I was always under the assumption that was it Marvel had a contract with their actors that you can't go play other characters or anything like that. They stick
Or
them to just the
conflicting?
one. Yeah.
Or like
Or they
really,
can't
no.
they can't go to DC or anything like that.
Right.
No, Halle Berry left to do Catwoman. So like
Yeah.
she was Storm.
But that was before Marvel actually had a studio.
No, Marvel's had a
mean-
studio
yeah.
for a long time. It just got
Yeah.
revamped by Paramount.
Yeah.
Huh.
Michael Brent says, I can hardly wait to watch Space Jam 2, Godzilla versus King Kong, Cruella, and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Godzilla and
I'm
Mortal
looking
Kombat.
forward to Mortal Kombat.
I'm looking forward to Godzilla and Mortal Kombat.
Godzilla doesn't look too bad.
Space Jam 2, I'm not going to watch. I
don't
refuse to
really
watch it.
Lola doesn't look attractive anymore. There's no point. Like I like.
Well,
Lola.
because that doesn't really matter to me. But
does to
them
me.
doing it is stupid.
Right.
It's stupid to do it because that character was created for the adults that go to watch it with the kids, and it's insulting to the adults. But Pepe Le Pew, I definitely take umbrage with. That is a great character based off of a great actor, and he was meant to be a womanizer, and it's tough shit. You SJWs can't fucking take that. Suck a dick. Choke on a bag of dicks. Whatever you want.
God. Are you
Fucking
triggered?
I hate
So-
SJWs.
Yeah.
They ruin everything.
The one thing that bothered me most about that is that when they went and canceled Pepe Le Pew, they didn't even go into the context of any of the cartoons. All they saw was like, oh, he's trying to kiss up on this. Except you never see that Pepe Le Pew gets fucked up in those cartoons in the process.
Yeah.
You know? But he's a fucking trooper, but he gets tore up in those cartoons. That's the whole point, is that, you got this guy who's doing this shitty thing, and we're going to go and mess him up, similar to Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, how he's constantly going after the Roadrunner, and what happens? The Coyote gets messed up with his own devices. It's bullshit.
Yep. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was looking at Chuck Dixon's review of Daughter of the Wolf.
I will say this: Catherine Hahn and the Bad Mom movies. Whew, she's funny. She is the star of those films. She's not written as the star, but she is the star of those movies. She makes those movies. And when I found out that she was going to be in WandaVision, I didn't care what part she was playing. I just liked the fact they had her in the cast.
I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was.
She's just funny. She's just funny. From the first film I ever saw her in to this, she's got me. Any film she wants to be in, I will support because she's just that funny to me. And I get it. I get that there are people that, may not like certain ways that she's done certain things. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But she is, she's just so funny. So and Step Brothers, she is the third thing that I really like about that film.
Oh yeah.
You've got two incredible
The
comedians.
two best parts of that film is Farrell running his balls on the drum skins of Riley and Catherine Hahn every scene.
I think comparing John C. Reilly and telling him not to scream because he'll wake the neighbors is actually brilliant.
They're all attractive. I will have all three. Thank you. I don't care because two of them are technically rabbits, and then Holly would just be there holding the towel. I'm good.
That entire movie is just phenomenal. Step Brothers. It's like,
It's lightning in a bottle, and I think that's why we haven't seen a sequel.
Honestly, they should just leave it at that.
Yep. It's like it's so absurd to begin with. How can you do a sequel to something that fucking absurd?
Yeah, it's like Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt was an amazing movie. It's fucking great, and then they ruined it with Joe Dirt 2.
Yeah,
fucking trash.
I could see that entire cast doing a different movie together, reuniting that cast and doing something different. But as far as making a sequel, I don't see that.
Now, Michael Britt asks, who's more attractive, Jessica Rabbit, Hollywood from Cool World with Brad Pitt, or Lola Bunny?
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit. Always.
Because she's not going to try to kill you.
Oh, God, she's so fucking awesome.
And, she's human for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's the thing. It's they whittle it down, Zaz. They look for something, and when they can't find something, they look for anything. And Pepe Le Pew is when they're running out of other shit, they go after cartoon characters. I like how it's backfiring on them with Speedy. That the Mexican community is like, yo, SA, we like that character. What do you say?
Don't fuck with them, dude.
They ignored the black community defending Aunt Jemima and the importance of her character and who she is. And who the model was.
She was a model figure.
Yeah, the model was too. The model was huge.
I understand that, but what it was based on and stuff like that, and the history of that individual and all that stuff too. Just like,
yeah, the model that posed for that, she did a lot of work for the underprivileged groups and helping with black communities.
Yeah,
a lot of charities.
Yeah,
but hey, that's all gone now, thanks to
They all say that they're all for minorities and history and all that stuff. You just destroyed one of the most historical.
Well, yeah.
figures. You know
They're just ridiculous. They're ridiculous. They're just ridiculous. They we can't have anything nice because they exist. And we have to cancel culture. That's our job. By doing shows like this, your guys' shows, all of our shows, everything we do should all be about canceling cancel culture. Let's see, Fabioki.
These people are just, oh God, it just drives me up the freaking wall. I tend to think that these people they've got their life is so insignificant. They've done nothing with their life. They think this is their moment to shine when in fact it's not.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have no father figure.
Wait.
It's basically that.
Wait, I got a comedy insert for you. People who are defending Bill Burr for butchering these ethnic names don't understand the microaggressions that underlay on having them. These people are up for a Grammy, not roll call for attendance in class. Try to respect them at least.
You know what I don't get? I don't get these labels that they're using, like white privilege, or you just stated as well too, and stuff. Because I'm like, what microaggression? What white privilege? And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been homeless. I've had to struggle most of my life and stuff like that. So
we didn't get to say bye to Keith.
I think he got offended at us.
Did he get offended by us? Oh man,
was it my ass?
I think so. That's a bubbly ass, dude. That's a black lady.
No, is everything good with Keith? Is everything good?
I don't know. I didn't know he had to leave. I'm gonna find out.
Have to go, everyone. Be seeing you. It's in the private chat.
Oh. Well. But anyways, shit. That's the majority of these social justice warriors. That's the main issue, is that they don't have anybody to guide them on that right path that they need to be on.
Yes, they do. Like because they're not social justice warriors. They're social justice projectors. Because 90% of the people who use those terminologies are the people that they're calling other people as.
Calling people as?
When someone is using allegations or accusations that someone is racist or this or that, it's usually an SJW with a pronoun bio. They're projecting themselves. They're social justice projectors. Because 90% of the time, they're saying the most racist stuff while calling out other people for being racist when it was no racism.
No, I get that. They're constantly projecting, but that's because they have. It's like, all right, I stop me if I'm going a little too far with this, but it's similar to what do you call it? The black community. Okay, because we know that there's a high amount of crime inside that particular community, mainly because they have no father figure. They have nobody to lead them in the correct direction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically the same thing with the social justice crowd. Is that so basically in this black community, what they do is like they find these gang rivals, people that will take them in. Whatever they'll take, whoever will be able to take them in, and then they'll follow their lead. And it's the same thing with the social justice crowd. They have nowhere to actually fit in, so they go along with this other thing just to be that unique person, just to have that clique that they can fit into.
Well, yeah, and they feel comfortable in their echo chambers because they only want to hear back what they espouse. So there you go. But let's move on. Is there anything else to talk about here? Nope. That's it. Our chat has given up on us. They're not saying anything. Oh wait, there was one that got blocked there. Who was that? Somebody wrote something that got blocked, and I had to unblock it.
Uh-oh.
YouTube like does that thing where I have to allow it because it's got a word like ass in it.
Oh.
Oh, here it is. Cavatino Calvary said, "Itty bitty titty committee want to cancel big boobies." Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a sad part. Is that in response to the whole Xenoblade thing? Because that's basically what it is.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But I guess we can go ahead. We're moving up into our second hour. We've all been online way too much today. We're getting punchy.
Right.
So it was really good meeting you two today, Justin, Normie, and Scott.
Have we thought about checking plots of land?
Who? Hello?
I'm sorry, that's my wife in the background.
Oh, hello, wife?
Yeah.
Hello,
Scott just got grounded. Scott just got grounded.
So what were you saying now? Sorry.
well, you're not in trouble, are you?
He's in trouble. I told you, you gotta shit on the porch like every other white man in this neighborhood.
I'm not going to take it from anybody. If you need the shit slapped out of you, you probably earned it.
If I get the shit slapped out of me, I'll like it.
Oh boy.
Woo, boy. We got one of them newfangled fellas from the city. He likes to get slapped. But I was so glad I got to meet you guys today.
Yeah,
Zaz says I think we may have to try out woke them somehow. Yeah.
Outwoke that's them. What we're trying to do.
Outwoke them. Well, when you call them on their shit, they don't hear you. I don't interact with woke people because there is no talking to them. You can't have a conversation with them. You can't have a debate with them because no matter what you tell them, no matter how historically relevant or correct it is, they won't listen. And they will keep espousing the same stupid, crazy fucking shit that they say. Yep. So, and I can't stand them. And I know my buddy John over at eHacker, you shouldn't block him. I'm like, fuck that. I don't want him on my page. I don't give a shit what they think about a fucking thing. Nothing. Even peanut butter. I don't care what their opinion is on peanut butter.
Well, my opinion on peanut butter is it sticks to the roof of your mouth and you put it on your genitals.
Exactly. Everybody knows that. Why do I need a woke fuck saying that to me?
Well, I want my peanut butter to be inclusive.
Fat Steven can tell me. I don't need a woke fuck to tell me that.
And I'm even using my avatar's head on a female body, so technically I'm already being
an
inclusive.
Amazing ass too on that, by the way.
Yeah, it's Brie Larson's stunt double.
Yeah, because she has no ass.
She does, but it's in her elbow.
It's in her elbow. But anyway, Scott, Vivint, I was glad to meet you guys today.
Yeah, you too, man. I enjoyed myself.
I'm glad we friend on Twitter, and yeah, we need to rally and get together and do more stuff.
Exactly, yeah.
Gary, you gotta stop bringing strays home, bro.
I love strays, dude. That's the best dogs I ever had were fucking strays.
Right?
No shit.
What breed is fucking stray?
American, because we're all nuts.
You better not yelp again. You ain't getting no kibbles.
I'm like Bill Murray said, man, I'm American. I'm a fucking mutt.
Yeah.
I may be mostly Irish, but some filthy German kraut piece of shit fucked his way into my family, and that's why I got my last name. Asshole. Anyway.
Are you directing that at me that's like has German background? Thanks a lot.
No,
brother.
No, just at the Germans who have fucked their way into my family. Anyway, thanks for being on here. Script Doctor, are you even there? Or did you go poop?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Hey, does the water rotate the same way in Canada like it does in the America?
Yes, it rotates just as unfunny as
We're
your
the same hemisphere.
Yeah. Oh, your poop's in the same hemisphere? That makes me feel good for some reason.
Our shit is united. Yeah.
Our shit is united. Amen. And you telling me my shit's not funny is makes it even funnier. Anyway, Steven, thanks for dropping in. Script Doctor, always. Great meeting, Vivint, Just Normie, and of course, all of our crowd.
Of course,
Martin, you
thank
came
you.
in late. I'm talking about Martin Costa Santana. I'm always glad to see all you guys. Michael, Brent, Zaz, Fabioki. And now we know Fabioki is from the Netherlands. Cavatino, of course, the always wonderful Andrea. Let's see who else joined us earlier that's not with us now. Jacob and David, and I feel like I'm doing romper room again with looking through the mirror, saying names. Let's see, and the man in the middle, Mr. Tickle Trunk. It's always good to see him in Parrot Head.
I like Tickle Trunk. He's everywhere.
Tickle Trunk, and that's pretty much everybody. So thanks for everybody showing up. We still have 12 watching us, so thanks guys for watching.
We're high at about 20.
Hey, that's more views than I get.
Yep. And with that, we go out with this.
Goodbye, Chocolate Mousse. I'll never forget you. Goodbye, Ducroix. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, Deja Vu. I'll always remember you. And I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow.